is right beside it is something else the same man built, which is a crystal radio set. You know, that,
Oh, yeah, yes, this is from Frank Caswell.
That, and it has this thing here. I don't quite know how it all works, but it's all dusty because it's old and it came right out of.
Now, when Bud was talking about Frank Caswell and he mentioned his call sign, I think I have a QSL card from when I was first a novice back in the early '60s. I'm pretty sure I did work him. So, he was an old timer when Bud knew him, I think. Are we filming now? Okay. All right. Well. Right here, this is a replica of a spark. It actually is a spark generator, and we'll turn it on. It's going to be pretty noisy, but you'll actually see us generate a spark signal, and I'll send a little something on Morse code using the spark generator. But this is the one that Bud was talking about earlier. Had been built by Frank Caswell. So let's just fire this up and give it a try here. Was talking about the noise generated from the big transmitter. Just picture that. I mean, this is just a little tiny, just a little tiny representative. So it's amazing that people were able to work under these kind of conditions, and especially, you know, him on a ship sending the distress signal, and that's what I just sent right then with CQD, just then. But, you know, just to think, we sit down at these radios here and we go, oh, it's a little bit noisy. Can you imagine what this was like?
No.
No. Really amazing. And
Definitely.
here is that license plate that you were awarded for all of the work that you did back when we did our 100th event. I don't know if you want to zoom in on that or not, but that's the original KM1CC license plate. It was an actual license plate here in Massachusetts that Bob Doherty had on this car.
Right. And the CC is for the original call signs were here, Cape Cod. And then they added M for Marconi, Cape Cod. Then as time goes by and radio grows and they have to start regulating these licenses a little more, the 1 is for we're in the New England region, and the K represents we're in the United States.
That's right.
So this is as close as we can get in today's age to the original Marconi call sign,
That's right.
which was CC.
Right.
To confirm contacts with people you've spoken to is to exchange QSL cards. And the QSL card is usually a postcard. The front of it has some kind of nice photograph of the area or maybe the radio operator with their call sign on it. And the back side has the contact information, so we can confirm it. We'll have your call sign of who you spoke to, their call sign, the date that it took place, the time, a report about the signal, so we can work on improving our signals, something like that. And when they send them from overseas, they often arrive to me by bulk mail, so I'll get hundreds of them at a time from years ago that they'll show up. And it's a great opportunity to learn about geography. I myself have to, almost every time we go on the air, there's some country that will contact that I've never heard of before. So I'll have to get out my atlas or get on the internet and look up where these countries are. Recently, we talked to St. Helena. I knew it was an island, but I didn't know where. But it's off of Africa, and when I was reading about it online, that's the last place Napoleon supposedly lived. And we talked earlier about a card from someone in Italy whose call sign was I0GOD, God. We thought that was pretty special. But we have them from all the different countries that we've talked to. We also get ones from the United States. I save those as well, so we try to save at least one from each state, because in the radio world you can earn prizes or rewards for doing the work you do on different bands and making sure your equipment is capable of reaching different parts of the country and the world. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. Brings a lot into geography. It's not just that signals go east to west, they go right over the North Pole, or maybe they go to the South Pole. Somewhere in here is a card from Antarctica, because we did talk to Mercado Bay one time. And someone's on the radio with me? I just thought that was so strange.
Well,
Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a good day down there. We'll probably tell the people, the viewers, how many you made, contacts you made. And that's about it for this week. We'll, on our calendar, we'll be going down to K1 Victor Victus. And what's the name of that?
Well, that operating event is going to be the Jack Binns 100th anniversary, which was, Jack Binns was someone who 100 years ago, today, the day that we're filming right now, 100 years ago, was a collision of two ships off of Nantucket, and he was the radio operator on board the ship that had been struck. Mm-hmm. And he, although I believe it was 5 or 6 people were killed during the actual collision, he was the one that was instrumental in helping to save all the other people on both of the ships. They all got off. He made contact with several other ships, mm-hmm. and they brought in all of the help and were able to evacuate all of the people. So
and he stayed on there for 18 hours.
Right.
Constantly.
Pretty amazing stuff. I've been reading more and more about the history of it, and it's it was quite a remarkable thing.
All right. Well, so that'll be next time around. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll be probably showing the Jack Bin in 2 weeks. So, okay. Without further ado, once again, as we say on amateur radio, that's 7-3 for now.
73.